we want to understand a concept in profit and loss wherever usage of base change. Some of the times we are changing base, these concepts we have to apply. Usage of concept of base change. Some of the time we have to use this successive percentage change concept in profit and loss. So profit and loss is actually using both of these base change concept and successive percentage change concept. So first one, percentage concept of base change that I need to explain. Changing of base. Changing of base, whenever we want to find it out that on which value I am calculating the percentage, if that I need to change. Like a simple example, profit percentage calculated on sale price is 25%. Then find profit percentage on cost price. Actually, profit percentage is need to be calculated on cost price, but on sale price, one data given. Then what happened in these simple problem? Actually, we need to make a change of base, and one set of data just percent 25% profit calculated on sale price that is given. I know that there are three terms: term one cost price, term 2 sale price, another is the profit. These are the three things here in percentage change it will appear. Profit percentage calculated on sale price is 25%. 25%, so I know it is nothing but 1 by 4. So 1/4 on which data that I need to write, it is most important. Should I need to write 1/4 on cost price? Normally it looks like that profit means on cost price, but it is specifically it has mentioned that calculated on sale price. So 1/4 I need to calculate on sale price. So sale price I need to take as a minimum data, which should be 4. Once I have taken this is 4 and 1 is the profit, our cost price will be 1 less than 4, so it should be 3. So it is actually the information, first information, 25% profit calculated on sale price taken like that. And once it has been taken, next information is I need to find the profit on cost price. So profit, cost price, sale price, everything I have received, but in ratio format. So actual profit on cost price, that means these two data is important here. What is actual profit? 1, and on cost price means 3. So fraction need to be 1/3, and it is nothing but 33.33%. So our calculation, what is the profit on cost price? It should be nothing but 33.33% answer. So here what we have done, we have made a change of base, just concept of percentage that we have applied here, and we have made a change of base in this case. So similarly, some of the change of base kinds of problem also we'll be able to see in case of profit and loss. Now you want to find the other part, successive percentage change application of these one in our profit and loss. Successive percentage change. Now successive percentage change is actually a very, now we want to take the example of that. We know that in case of profit and loss, some terms are used, like one of the term, let's say 25% profit, and discount is let's say 37.5% discount. So it will lead how much percentage profit or loss? This is a question, simple question. I have just written the data only. In this case, it has said that uh, on a particular item selling, it was initially 25%, 25%, sorry, it should not be profit, 25% markup. In this problem, it has been mentioned that 25% markup given on the cost price, then 37.5% discount it has been offered, and it is what is the profit or loss, net profit or loss. Now it is nothing but cost price to markup price, a percentage change which is giving markup, and from here discount it is reaching to sale price, and cost price to sale price, percentage profit loss, net percentage change that I need to find. Now to find these one, what I can what I will be able to use, we can use it the concept of successive percentage change, and successive percentage change has a lot of methods we can apply. Students normally try to recall A plus B method, but in this case A plus B method is not too effective. Why? I know that net percentage change, this net change will be nothing but, I can write it down, it should be nothing but A plus B plus AB by 100 percentage, this much. It is a particular method where just directly using the formula, but using that, what should be my particular calculation on it? It should be 25 plus, but discount means minus 37.5, then minus 25 into 37.5, as it is 37.5 minus, so this is becoming minus by 100. It should be my answer, but answer definitely not looks good. Let me go with this method 2, where we are applying the multiplying factor approach. We can say mark up multiplying factor. Multiplying factor means on cost price I can multiply by that value and I can reach to the markup value. What should be the multiplying factor? 25% is the markup percentage, 1/4 is the markup percentage. So multiplying factor will be 1 plus 1 by 4, which is nothing but 5 by 4. Similarly, discount multiplying factor will be how much? That can be written as 37.5% discount, and 37.5% is nothing but 3 by 8. So it is discount. So 1 minus 3 by 8, it would be the multiplying factor for discount, which is coming as 5 by 8. So our cost price, whenever multiplied by the multiplying factor 1, let's say this is multiplying factor 1 and this is multiplying factor 2. When multiplied by multiplying factor 1, it should be nothing but markup price. Markup price whenever multiplied by multiplying factor 2, it should be sale price. So our cost price to sale price, if I want to get, what is sale price? Sale price is nothing but cost price CP multiplied by, what is multiplying factor 1? 5 by 4. That multiplied by second one, 5 by 8. So it is actually sale price is cost price multiplied by this. So it is coming as CP multiplied by 25 by 32. 25 by 32, it is actually sale price is equal to cost price multiplied by that. So profit percentage of profit, to calculate that, what I require, I required SP by CP, and I need to know SP is how much more than CP. So SP minus CP by CP is a requirement, this fraction. So here SP by CP is 25 by 32. So it is actually less, so negative. How much? Then I can say it is minus 32 minus 25, so 7 by 32. This is the fraction, and percentage, if I want to say, I know fraction, if it is half, it should be 100 by half, 50% I'll say. So I normally multiply by 100. So this one I will multiply by 100, and that is the percentage. So actually minus 700 by 32 percentage it is. And this calculation, we have gone through this multiplying factor approach. So this way, again, some other applications are present, some other way we can calculate, like considering zero and finally calculating it. But whatever it is, that successive percentage change, it has been applied in this scenario as two of them taken together, and it is getting the net one. So these were successive percentage change in profit and loss.